giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.
Good morning guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Shorecroft Kayaks. Hope you're well. So on this episode we're going to be talking about lures, diving lures, jigging lures, soft plastics. Do they really work? How do they swim underwater? No one really knows unless you do this little experiment. So we got a pool here about 15 feet long, 4 or 5 feet deep, and we're going to be testing the lures we brought with us. So we've got a bit of time this morning. Cracking day here in Grenada. Lovely, look at it. Look at it. So, let me talk you through the lures. So, we've got a couple of 30-gram spinners. This is like a traditional spinner. Good for bass they are. Another little 30-gram treble hook. We've got a pencil from Savage Gear. We've got a Sidewinder 80-gram double hook. Hook it from there. See how that goes. Got some soft plastics from Savage Gear as well. It's a couple of sand eels. This is a 21-gram. It's a 15-gram. Another soft plastic from Fish. And then so we're going to test these. Then we're going to go on to the diving lures. We've got a very small, with a small big diving lure. Got some ball bearings in there. The idea is when you cast those out, all the ball bearings fly to one end to give you a bit of distance and they rattle in the water. Got a slightly longer one, again with some ball bearings in it. Silver on the bottom, gold on the side and kind of dark on the top. This is a little mono. I think this is about 20 grams actually, it's quite heavy. Again, it's got some ball bearings, you can get some real good length of that one. Slightly bigger beak, and then we go to even bigger beak, get in with the ball bearings. See how deep that dives and how that reacts. Then we go on to this one, which has got a really big beak. This dives really well, and this is good for getting some bass in England, some bass. When I'm trolling in my kayak, we go for these off the shore. Once we get out after maybe 200 meters, we go to these, which dive even deeper. They pick up the bass mid-water. Then you've got this bad boy. This is a beast. Ball bearings in it. This dives again pretty deep. Then we've got the squid. Big old eyes on it. Tentacles. Diving lure, see how that goes. And then we're testing top waters. This is a 15-gram top water. Doesn't do anything, just goes on top. And then we'll try a popper. See how we go on that. Alright, let's get to it.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.
So, what do we think? So I'll tell you my thoughts. The little 20 gram, 30 gram spinner, yeah, it did what I thought it was going to do. I like this. It actually, it's hard to really see in a small pool, but when you rip it through the water, it creates quite a lot of drag, and it does kind of reflect quite nicely. It's not good for jigging. It's literally just cast, retrieve. You could kind of give it a knock, retrieve, knock, retrieve, knock. And so it kind of spins, stops, spins, stops. But to be honest, most of the luck I've had on these is just a gentle retrieve. This is a bit more heavier, so you could kind of let it sink and then, you know, up and down. But again, just ripping it through the water. Where we're at here with the Barracuda, it's good for that. Kind of ripping it through as fast as you can. It's hard to judge how fast, but the faster the better. The Savage Gear pencil, I'm not 100% convinced on this, to be honest. It doesn't really seem to do loads. 19 grams, so it's good for casting. You can cast it a fair distance, but I wasn't 100% on that. This 80 gram Sidewinder, I think it's better for deeper water. It's hard to see in a small pool. I think this would be good for kind of jigging it. It would drop very nicely, and zip up, drop, zip up, drop, zip up. Really deep water. It's not that good for kind of like casting and retrieving. It is very heavy. Be very careful what gear you're using that, because 80 grams. If you ever get a snag on your line halfway through, that's just going to snap your line and fly completely off, and that's it, lost. Savage Gear Sand Eel 21 gram, yeah, liked it. I kind of liked the way kind of that it was diving. It's good for that. It's got a good kind of flat nose, which kind of helps kind of move the head. Again, with the 15 gram Savage Gear Sand Eel, nice little movement, lovely little tail, good for dropping. Flat nose, the head does pivot back and forth, which also it's kind of helps by the tail moving as well. Fish, minnow, wasn't that impressed about this. This is old. It looks like it's deteriorating or been just absolutely done in by rats or something with sharp teeth. Again, good for kind of dropping. It's good for jigging, good jigging lures with these soft plastics. Load of water, jig up and down, kind of like as you drop it, keep touching the line so it jolts every now and again. So it jolts, stops, jolts, stops, all the way down and up. Bottom, different levels depending on what fish you're going to be fishing. Onto the diving lures. This one, this one, and this one all came in like packs of 10 from Amazon. So you can't expect much. The hooks rust out pretty quickly, to be honest. But for a cheap diving lure that you don't mind losing, get snagged on rocks and stuff, it's no drama. So this was not too bad actually. Kind of like slowly retrieve it, dives quite nicely. Wasn't staying 100% flat, kind of was going off to the side a bit, depends on how fast you pull it, so that's difficult because you're trolling and depending on which way the tide's ripping, you might be going faster sometimes than the other. Or if you're casting, you just need to make sure you're keeping an eye on that retrieve, because if you're going too fast it's just going to go sideways, it's not going to look like anything. This thing I loved, I thought this was really good. It had a really nice tail wiggle, maybe because of the length, and also where it wiggled and it was going like this, you get the fleck of the different colours. It was kind of glistening in the water. This little mono, wasn't that impressed with that, to be honest. It didn't really swim that well. Maybe this is good for deeper water or faster trolling. It was hard to show in the pool, but it didn't really swim that nicely. I wasn't that impressed about that. I want to talk more about that. This again, cheap little doodah from Amazon, loved it. Dived really deep, had a really good movement, back and forth, tail was going all over the place, good beak. So I'd say these dive to about 1 to 2 metres, so that's, and this one, this dives to about 3 metres. I've actually had some good luck on these with some bass in England. Again, it's got lovely gold, kind of orangey, reddy, gold and black. Had a really good, this is a good swimming, tails going all over the place. They dive really deeply. This pulls a lot of drag on the hook rod, so I had a light spinning, go tour, travel spinning rod. This is too much drag for that rod. Where my Penn Squadron 3 heavy travel rod is good for that. You really give it some, pull it, because the harder you pull, the deeper these go. This I like. I've seen this in action before. It's got a really good tail wiggle on it, it swims very well. That's a nice heavy lure, really decent sturdy lure. It's nice sometimes to have a good sturdy lure and a big sturdy rod. You can really give it some. This, I think, to be honest, the only thing on this with smaller fish is the eyes are big, so it might put off the smaller fish. I thought the tentacles would kind of wiggle a bit more, which they kind of did, but not as good as I thought. The jury's still out on this one, I'm not sure. But I think definitely the eyes are too big for the smaller fish on this. The top water, it is what it is. I have caught bass on this top water before, but I've also caught 2 seagulls, because this, just trolling behind your kayak along the surface, just looks like a fish. And seagulls dive bomb it, and they get caught in their beak or their feet, and it's a bloody nightmare. So I would recommend trolling one of these if there's seagulls around, or if there is seagulls around, stop trolling, because as soon as it stops in the water, they're not interested, they fly away. As soon as it starts moving again, they dive bomb it and they want it. So yeah, that didn't really do much. It's just very slow retrieve, top water. Shallow water, if there's some bass around, might jump up and grab it. The popper, again, the jury's still out on this. I want to believe in the poppers. I think they're a cool idea. Never caught anything with them. Apparently you can catch bass with them, like the giant trevollies out here. GTs, barracuda will go for these, needlefish will go for these. You rip them across water, and what the idea is, it's supposed to look like a fish in distress swimming, and it's flapping its tail or something because it's on the top, on its side, creating that splash. The predator fish from above, from below, look up, come up, grab it. So the jury's out on the poppers. I love them for all the wrong reasons. I think they look cool, I think what they do is cool, but I haven't actually caught anything. Anyway guys, that's it. I've got more lures, but they're kind of the main ones I've been using. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think and what you get on with with your lures and poppers. Let me know, see what you think. Alright guys, catch you next time. Peace.